just a young dream, walking down an empty street, with dusty shoes and restless eyes, a heart that skipped a beat. The city lights were calling like stars I've never known, searching for tomorrow while feeling so alone. Mama said keep believing, even when the sky turns gray. Father smiled in silence as I slowly walked away. Every mile was teaching lessons no one ever planned. Life is more than reaching, it's learning where you stand. Every scar became a story, every tear became a flame. Though the world kept changing, my soul remained the same. This is the road we left behind, made of dreams and borrowed time. Every sunrise, every fall helped me become who I am after all. Though the years have passed me by, I still reach beyond the sky. Life keeps writing every line on the road we left behind. Friends became like strangers, some forever disappeared. Promises were broken while new hope slowly appeared. Love came like the summer, then vanished with the rain. Still I kept believing joy would rise again. I watched the seasons changing, children growing tall. The echoes of our laughter still dance along these walls. Nothing lasts forever, nothing stays the same, but every ending whispers another chance remains. Every mountain climbed together, every valley crossed alone, built the heart inside me stronger than a stone. This is the road we left behind, made of dreams and borrowed time. Every sunrise, every fall helped me become who I am after all. Though the years have passed me by, I still reach beyond the sky. Life keeps writing every line on the road we left behind. Maybe one day we'll remember all the nights beneath the stars. Every broken highway only led us this far. If tomorrow never finds us, let the memory still shine, because love and hope forever will outlive the hands of time. This is the road we left behind. Every heartbeat, every sign, every dream that wouldn't die still keeps burning deep in journey never ends. Every road becomes forever if you follow your heart. Sometimes I close my eyes and I can still hear those old streets calling my name. Back when life was just beginning, the world was painted bright. Every dream was made of colors, every morning felt alive. We believed that nothing could ever break our way. We thought forever waited just beyond another day. Old blue jeans and dusty sneakers, laughing underneath the sun. Every little conversation felt like life had just begun. We were writing dreams together on the walls of yesterday, never thinking time would steal our simple lives away. Now the photographs are fading, but the memories still remain. Every smile, every heartbeat still echoes through the rain. When time was our best friend, we believed the road would never end. Every promise, every song made us feel where we belong. Though the years have flown away, those golden moments still remain deep inside my soul again. When time was our best friend, then the world became much bigger. Every heart chose different roads. Some found castles made of fortune, some carried heavier loads. Some became forgotten heroes, working every single day. Some were lost between the silence, watching dreams just fade away. Mama's hair turned slowly silver, father's hands became warm. Still they smiled each morning like the day that I was born. Now I finally understand every sacrifice they made. Love was never spoken loudly, it was shown in every way. Life keeps turning every chapter without asking if we're ready. Still we learn to keep believing, keeping every heartbeat steady. When time was our best friend, every sunset healed us once again. Every dream we used to chase still lives somewhere in this place. Though tomorrow calls my name, nothing precious was in vain. Love forever will remain. When time was our best friend, I have walked through endless highways, crossed the mountains, crossed the sea. searching for a better future, searching for the man I'd be. Every failure built my courage, every victory taught me grace. Every scar became a reminder, life is not a simple race. Some nights I cried in the silence, with nobody by my side. Still the stars kept softly shining, giving hope I couldn't hide. Even broken hearts keep beating, even storms will fade away. Morning always finds the dreamers waiting for another day. If I could go back for one moment, I would never change a thing. Every goodbye shaped tomorrow, every loss became my wings. Life was never meant for perfect, only meant for hearts that try. Even after countless failures, hope was always standing by. Now I see another sunrise with a wiser pair of eyes. I don't chase the world's illusion, I just treasure simple lives. Every child deserves a future, every parent deserves peace, every lonely soul deserves a little kindness at least. If tomorrow comes without me, don't remember all my pain. Remember every laugh we shared, every walk beneath the rain. Tell the world I kept believing until my final breath. Love is stronger than forever, even stronger than our death. When time was our best friend, every ending was another bend. Every mountain we could climb, every dream survived through time. Though the seasons come and go, one thing every heart will know: love is all we truly own. When time was our best friend, no matter where this road may lead, no matter what tomorrow brings, I'll keep carrying yesterday inside these broken wings. Every heartbeat tells the story, every tear became. Some people chase the brightest stars, some people count their gold. But I've learned the richest life is the one filled with love. I wake up with the morning sunshine, birds are singing in the trees, coffee warming up the silence, carried gently by the breeze. A little house beside the roadside, an old guitar upon the wall. Nothing here is made of diamonds, still it feels like I have it all. Mama smiles while cooking breakfast, Father hums an old refrain. Simple words around the table wash away the deepest pain. Every day may not be perfect, clouds may cover up the blue, more than names, holding hands beneath the sky, watching sunsets passing by. Everything I've ever needed was already by my side. Children laughing in the backyard, running barefoot through the rain, neighbors sharing little stories, helping each through joy and pain. Old guitars and faded photographs, every wrinkle tells a tale. Even when the world is changing, simple hearts will never fail. I don't need a fancy mansion or a road of solid gold. I'd rather have one faithful friendship than treasures I can't hold. Every meal that's shared together feels like heaven at the table. Every smile from someone I love makes impossible things possible. Life keeps moving like a river, time keeps flowing every day. But the greatest gifts are often those that money cannot pay. A simple life, a peaceful heart, that's where every blessing starts. Every morning brings new hope, teaching us to smile and cope. When the stars light up the night, everything will be alright. Love is all that truly matters when we hold each other tight. One day all our wealth will vanish, every title fades away. Only kindness will be remembered at the closing of our days. If tomorrow comes without us, let the people softly say they lived with love and shared their hearts along the way. When my hair is turned to silver, these hands grow weak with time, I'll still sing the songs of kindness like an old familiar rhyme. I will sit beside my loved ones, watching little children play, knowing all the greatest treasures never had a price to pay. Stars above still shine forever, though the world keeps rushing on. Simple souls keep finding beauty in each sunrise, every dawn. Every heartbeat is a blessing, every breath a gift above. Life becomes forever beautiful when it's filled with honest love. A simple life, a peaceful soul, love has always been the goal. Not the fortune, not the race, only smiles on every face. Every sunset, every prayer, every moment that we share. This is where true riches live, in every heart that's learned to give. No matter where tomorrow leads, no matter how the seasons fly, I'll be grateful for this journey, for this beautiful, simple life. Some people chase the brightest stars, some people count their gold, but I've learned richest life is the one filled with love. I wake up with the morning sunshine, birds are singing in the trees, coffee warming up the silence, carried gently by the breeze. A little house beside the roadside, an old guitar upon the wall. Nothing here is made of diamonds, still it feels like I have it all. Mama smiles while cooking breakfast, Father hums an old refrain. Simple words around the table wash away the deepest pain. I have seen the city lights, I have watched the world run fast, but the greatest treasure I've ever found was never something money could buy. Every morning sunlight finds me through the window of my little room, coffee on an old wooden table, flowers quietly start to bloom. The sound of birds becomes my music, the wind sings softly through the trees. In a world that's always rushing, my heart is finally at peace. The road outside may not be perfect, the paint upon the walls may fade, but every crack tells 1,000 stories of the life that love has made. I don't wear expensive clothing, I don't drive a shiny car, still I wake with thankful laughter, knowing who we truly are. I've learned the richest hearts never count what they possess, they simply count the people who fill their lives with happiness. Home is where my heart can rest, not the biggest, not the best, it's the laughter after rain, holding hands through joy and pain. No golden crown upon my head, just simple dreams instead. If love is waiting at my door, I could never ask for more. Mama hums an old-time melody while she sweeps the kitchen floor. Daddy fixes broken memories like he's done so many times before. Children running through the garden, chasing butterflies so free. Every smile becomes a blessing, every laugh a melody. Neighbors gather every evening, sharing stories, sharing bread. Nobody is counting riches, only kind words left unsaid. When someone falls, another reaches, when someone cries, another stays. That's the kind of quiet fortune money never gives away. Life keeps changing every season, people come and people go, but kindness leaves a lasting footprint long after we are gone. Home is where my heart can rest, every little moment blessed, simple dinners, peaceful nights, stars that softly fill the sky. No diamonds shining in my hands, just love that always stands. If I never feels the load. Every wrinkle tells a story, every gray hair sings of time. Every scar becomes a lesson, every mountain worth the climb. If tomorrow brings me nothing but another sunrise view, I'll still whisper, thank you, heaven, for another day with you. One day all these years will vanish, every season has to end. Money stays behind forever, love continues without end. When my grandchildren ask about me, I don't want them all to say he was rich. I hope they'll smile and tell the world he loved everyone each day. Home is where my heart can rest. Every heartbeat feels so blessed, not because I own the earth, but because I know my worth. Every sunrise, every prayer, every soul I've learned to care. Nothing in this world compares to a life with love to share. If tomorrow calls my name, I will leave without regret. For the greatest gift I found is one I never will forget. Not the fortune, not the fame, not the treasures people claim, just a peaceful heart, a loving home, and the people who remain. When the last sunset is falling and my journey reaches home, I won't measure life by money, I'll measure it by every smile, every fun. Was never something money could buy. Every morning sunlight finds me through the window of my little room. Coffee on an old wooden table, flowers quietly start to bloom. The sound of birds becomes my music, the wind sings softly through the trees. In a world that's always rushing, my heart is finally at peace. The road outside may not be perfect, but pain. Sometimes the world teaches us that happiness can be bought. But the older I become, the more I realize the richest people are often the ones who own the least. I was born inside a little house where the roof would sing when the rain came down. The walls were old, the floor was warm, but love was always all around. Mama cooked with simple kindness, turning little into more. Every meal became a celebration around that old wooden table on the floor. Daddy came home with tired shoulders, dust still resting on his hands. He never spoke about his struggles, only feel so rich. We had no diamonds, no silver, no fortune to defend, but every single night love tucked us in, and that was everything. I don't need a palace on a hill or a fortune standing still. Give me voices that I know, a place where simple flowers grow. Give me mornings filled with peace, hearts that never cease to love without a reason. That's enough for me, because the richest life isn't measured by gold, it's measured by the hands that never let you go. Years rolled by like autumn leaves, dreams grew taller than the trees. I chased the lights of crowded cities, thinking wealth would set me free. People dressed in costly fashion, driving cars I'd never own, yet behind their smiling faces, loneliness had built a home. Then one evening I remembered the smell of rain back home. Mama waiting by the doorway, never letting me feel alone. Daddy sitting on the front porch, playing songs upon his chair. Suddenly I understood everything I'd searched for was always waiting there. The world keeps running faster, everyone wants something more, but peace has never lived behind a light golden door. I don't need a palace on a hill or a dream that wealth can fill. Give me children laughing free, old guitars and family. Give me sunsets without fear, the ones I hold so dear. If love still lives beside me, I have everything. One day these hands will grow older, these eyes will slowly fade, every trophy will collect dust, every fortune will belong to someone else, but kindness will still be remembered. Love will still be remembered. The hugs we gave, the tears we wiped away, the prayers we whispered will outlive our names. Watching golden morning light, coffee steaming by my window, birds begin their morning flight. Nothing here is truly perfect, yet nothing feels incomplete. Every breath becomes a blessing, every heartbeat sounds so sweet. I don't envy kings or millionaires, I don't dream of luxury, because I already found heaven inside life's simplicity. A quiet remember me as someone who believed that love was life's greatest victory, because a peaceful heart is the richest home. A grateful soul is the greatest treasure, and a simple life shared with the people you love is the most beautiful success this world could ever give. When my journey reaches its ending, if I could walk one road again, it wouldn't lead to a city or a mountain or a dream I never reached. It would lead me back home. There was a little house beside a quiet road, where the windows glowed like stars each night. The roof would sing whenever rain would fall, yet somehow everything felt right. We didn't have expensive furniture, just old wooden chairs worn smooth by time. But every scratch upon that table held 1,000 stories inside. Mama would hum while washing dishes, turning ordinary days into songs. Daddy came home with weary footsteps, still smiling like nothing was wrong. I never heard them ask for riches, I never saw them envy anyone. They simply thanked another sunset and welcomed every rising sun. Looking back, I finally understand. We weren't poor, we were surrounded by the kind of love the world spends a lifetime searching for. I would trade every city skyline for one more evening in that home, one more dinner at the old table, one more laugh before we're gone. Because happiness was never waiting at the end of a road unknown. It was quietly sitting beside me in the house that taught me how to live. Then I grew into bigger dreams, believing life was somewhere else. I chased success across the highways, trying to become somebody else. Tall buildings reached into the heavens, people dressed in perfect clothes. Everyone was running somewhere, but nobody seemed to know. Money filled the empty pockets, yet couldn't fill the empty hearts. Behind expensive smiling faces, I could see silent worlds apart. Then one lonely winter evening, standing underneath neon lights, I suddenly missed the little house where love never needed words. Sometimes the longest journey in our lives is simply finding our way back home. I would trade every shining fortune for mama calling out my name, for daddy waiting on the front porch, watching sunsets just the same. Every moment that I hurried past now shines brighter than pure gold, because the greatest gifts of heaven cannot ever be bought or sold. If children only knew how quickly parents grow older, they would hug them a little longer. If parents only knew how deeply children remember, they would never doubt their love was enough. Life isn't asking us to become the richest people, it's asking us to become the kindest ones. Never erase. I've learned success isn't measured by the numbers people own. It's measured by the heart still smiling whenever they speak your name. If I leave this world tomorrow, don't build monuments for me. Plant a little tree beside the road where tired souls can rest. Sing a simple song at sunset, laugh together through your tears, because love continues growing long after we disappear. That taught me kindness, take me back to the voices filled with grace. Take me back to ordinary mornings that became extraordinary days. I don't need diamonds, I don't need fame, I don't need the word to remember my name. If someone smiles because I love them, there are songs the world will forget, there are names that time will erase, but if there's one thing I pray will live forever, it's the love I found in your eyes. I still remember that September evening when your smile found its way to me. The world around us slowly faded like the ocean kissing the sea. You held my hand without a promise, yet somehow I already knew. Every road I'd ever wandered had been leading me to you. Your laughter sounded like the morning breaking through my darkest skies. You You became the quiet answer to 1,000 sleepless nights. I stopped searching for forever the moment you whispered my name. Since that day, my lonely story has never been the same. If tomorrow never comes, if the stars forget to shine, there will always be one truth: you are the best part of my life. If loving you is all I leave behind, then my soul has lived 1,000 lives. Every heartbeat sings your name, every sunrise feels the same. I choose you in every lifetime, every dream, every place, every time. When the whole world fades away, you'll still be my forever. We've seen winters turn to springtime, watch the years fly gently by. There were tears we couldn't hide, and storms we faced side by side. Sometimes words were not enough, sometimes silence said it all. Still your hand was always reaching every time I'd start to fall. Your eyes still shine like they did on that very first hello. Time may paint our hair with silver, but our hearts refuse to grow. Love was never built on roses or promises too grand. It was built inside the moments when you simply held my hand. Every wrinkle tells our story, every scar that became our song. Every day I love you deeper, more than yesterday and less than tomorrow. If loving you is all I leave behind, every dream I've dreamed is yours and mine. Every sunset, every kiss, every moment lives in this. I'd find you through the darkest night, across the stars, beyond the light. If heaven calls my soul someday, I'll still be waiting for you. When we're old and the world grows quiet, we'll sit together by the window, watching another sunset disappear. You won't have to ask if I still love you, because even suns will know your name. If my hands begin to tremble, hold them like you did before. If my memory slowly fades, love me just a little more. And if one day my heart forgets every face, I pray it never forgets. You oceans touch the sky. When the last song has been sung, look for me inside the wind, inside the rain, inside every sunrise, because every part of me will still belong to you. Some people spend their whole lives searching for a love they'll never find. I found mine. Funny how life works. The moments we think are ordinary often become the memories we miss the most. I remember that old cafe on the corner where we laughed until they closed the lights. Two young hearts with endless tomorrows, never counting passing nights. You stole my jacket in the cold December just to feel a little warm. I laughed and said, keep it forever, never knowing we'd face the storm. We talked about impossible futures, about the house we'd someday own. We drew forever in the clouds above us, certain we'd never be alone. If only we had known that evening would become our favorite memory, maybe we would have held each other just a little longer. Life never tells you this is the last time, the last goodbye, the last slow dance, the last I love you always arrives quietly. If I had known that night was our last sunset, I'd have memorized your smile like the stars remember the sky. If I had known tomorrow would station where we waited in the rain. The old bench hasn't moved an inch, only everything has changed. The coffee shop still plays old love songs. The waitress still remembers us. She smiles and asks where you've been. I simply smile and change the subject. The photographs are getting older. Their colors slowly disappear, but somehow every faded picture brings your voice so crystal clear. It's strange how memories survive long after people walk away. Some hearts never really leave, they simply learn another ways to live. Sometimes I catch myself looking for your face among strangers, even though I already know you're gone. If I had known that kiss would be our last forever, I'd have never let the morning come. I'd have stopped the hands of time. If I had known love could vanish in a heartbeat, I'd have said I love you 1,000 times that night, because forever sometimes ends without warning. People tell me time heals everything, but time never erased your laughter. It never erased the way you looked at me when words weren't needed. It never erased the dreams we left unfinished. Maybe healing isn't forgetting. Maybe healing is learning to smile. While carrying the yesterday didn't tell us it would become the memory we'd spend forever missing. There was an old road where we used to wander, two young hearts chasing the setting sun. We thought the days would last forever, never believing they'd ever be gone. You laughed while the wind played with your hair. Your eyes reflected the evening sky. I wish I had stayed in that moment instead of believing there'd always be another goodbye. We took so many simple moments as if they could never disappear. Coffee cups, old songs on the radio, your whisper close enough to hear. We promised we'd never grow apart, that nothing could change our lives. But time is a quiet thief, it steals without saying goodbye. No one tells you the last walk is the last. No one tells you some doors close forever. Life simply turns the page while we're still reading the line before. Yesterday didn't say goodbye, it just quietly slipped away. Now I keep searching for your shadow in every sunrise of today. If I could borrow one more moment, one more smile, one more embrace, I'd trade every dream tomorrow just to see your face. Because memories never ask permission, they simply return whenever your heart feels lonely. The old park still wears our footsteps, though the grass has grown so high. The little bridge where we made promises still stands beneath the same old sky. The radio plays our favorite love song, and suddenly I'm 17 again. Funny how one simple melody can bring an entire lifetime back. People say, keep moving forward, and I try, believe me, I do. But some people aren't left behind. They walk beside us in every memory we keep alive. I don't cry because you're gone, I cry 'cause once upon a time you were here. Yesterday didn't say goodbye, it became the reason I still smile. One more laugh, one more song, one more sweet tomorrow. Even if tomorrow never came. Now autumn leaves keep softly falling, just like all those passing years. Sometimes I don't miss the past, I miss the way we felt when we were living it. There's an old street I still remember, though the signs have changed with time. Every corner holds a secret, every shadow feels like night. The little cafe by the station still plays songs from years ago. Every melody reminds me of the hearts I used to know. We were young without a roadmap, running faster than the wind. Thinking just around the bend. We laughed until the sunrise found us, never fearing what might be. We believed forever lived inside our simple memories. Would become the story we tell for the rest of our lives, where our memories still live. Nothing ever says goodbye. Every smile is still alive. Somewhere underneath the sky, though the years have carried us to places far apart, the moments we once shared still beat inside my heart. Memories never grow. Only the people who carry them remember driving through the moonlight, windows open to the breeze, Every song upon the radio sounded like our destiny. We talked about forever, like tomorrow had no end. Never thinking life could scatter every dream we built together. The old photographs are fading, their colors slowly turning gray, but every picture still remembers everything we couldn't say. Funny how simple fragrance or an old familiar tune can take your heart back home in just a moment or two. Time may change our faces, time may change our names, but it never changes the people who changed our lives. Where our memories still live, every sunset shines the same. I can still hear your laughter calling softly through my sit beside you, listening to the silence. I'd watch the sun go down, knowing some moments are too beautiful to last forever, but beautiful enough to last forever. Inside